Hello and welcome, dear electronic music addicts, to another episode of the Electronic Music Addicts podcast. Today we're doing a crucial deep dive. We've got a stack of sources covering, well, two massive moments from 2025. First, the recent Burning Man festival, and second, a really anticipated new electronic music release. Our mission here is to dig out the most important insights, what these events actually mean for electronic music culture. It was definitely a year of incredible highs, some really unexpected lows out in the desert, and also a musical moment that kind of speaks to the heart of how the genre keeps evolving.
It really is fascinating, isn't it? Looking through all the reports, the accounts, the music analysis, it struck me how these two things, the festival city in Nevada and one single track, they seem different, but they really reflect the same core themes. Things like transformation, resilience, both for the community and the sound itself. And that cyclical nature of creativity in electronic music is like a double snapshot of how the culture adapts and reinvents.
Okay, right. Let's unpack that, starting with Burning Man, Black Rock City, Burning Man 2025, August 24th to September 1st, Nevada. And defined by the unexpected seems about right. We saw climatic chaos testing everyone, moments of just pure connection, and then tragically a much darker turn. Sounds like it really put that famous Burning Man spirit to the test.
Oh, absolutely. The sources really confirm that. This year pushed the limits. The desert's always tough. Anyone who's been knows that. But 2025, it served up a harsh reminder right away. The first few days were, well, a trial by the elements, you could say. Sand, wind, rain.
Yeah, it kicked off with a real jolt, didn't it? That first day, August 24th, Black Rock City just got hammered. Strong sandstorms, crazy wind gusts, heavy rain all at once. We read reports detailing serious damage to art, camps, even vehicles, and the airport had to close temporarily, stranded people, and for those trying to get in, just imagine, huge traffic jams, miles long, delaying thousands. Talk about a test of patience right off the bat.
Exactly. The Business Insider piece we looked at, it painted a vivid picture. Attendees calling those first days a true survival challenge. But what's really key, I think, is how even with damaged stuff, dust everywhere, logistical chaos, the community's resilience didn't just get tested, it shone through. We saw burners helping each other rebuild, sharing resources, just adapting. Normalcy, or the Black Rock City version of it, slowly came back. It really showed that spirit of Burning Man isn't just talk, it's about self-reliance and helping each other when things get tough.
Sounds like they really had to dig deep. But even with that rough start, Burning Man always seems to deliver these unexpected moments, right? Joy, connection, the buzz around Emma Watson being there. Someone got video of her. She's looking relaxed, blended in, enjoying the vibe and the music. And the reaction online was mostly positive, wasn't it? Celebrating her being sort of low-key, like a regular burner.
Yeah, and that's a classic Burning Man thing, isn't it? Dissolving those social barriers. What's interesting there, I think, is how her just being there, seemingly hauling her own gear, embracing the dust, it kind of pushed back against some criticism about the event becoming too commercial or exclusive. It reinforced that idea that ideally everyone's just a participant. Radical self-reliance applies to all. She seemed to be genuinely part of it.
Right. And then here's where it gets really interesting and kind of funny. The whole Daft Punk thing, that hoax, the rumor spread like wildfire, right? A surprise set at the crash fence. Surrounds thousands of people apparently rushed over, totally hyped for this legendary moment, only to find a tribute act. Daft Punk.
You can just imagine the collective, turning into laughter. What does that tell us? Yeah, that's just peak Burning Man playfulness, isn't it? And improvisation. The hoax itself almost became like performance art. It really shows how much the community values the experience, the shared moment, sometimes more than, celebrity worship or rigid plans. The fact that people apparently weren't even mad. They just embraced the joke, enjoyed the classics from Daft Punk. That underlines it perfectly. It's about making your own fun, rolling with the unexpected, a great little moment of the burner ethos.
Definitely. And then, maybe the most extraordinary thing, something truly unique, the birth of a baby. Right there, Aurora, in the middle of the playa. The mother apparently didn't even know she was pregnant. A cryptic pregnancy, they call it, suddenly goes into labor. And this nurse, Maureen O'Reilly from SF and other attendees, just jumped in, helped deliver the baby safely. Just incredible.
That story just exploded, didn't it? Went totally viral. Became one of the most emotional touchstones of the whole event. Aurora, your Burning Man's youngest attendee ever, a symbol of new life, new beginnings, right there in the chaos. It resonated so deeply because it was just this raw, unfiltered moment of life's unpredictability, a counterpoint to the harsh desert, and a powerful reminder of the humanity underpinning it all. Talk about transformation.
Wow, yeah. But now, well, we have to shift to something much more somber. The discovery of Vadim Kruglov's body, a 37-year-old Russian attendee, and it was confirmed as a homicide. The investigation by Pershing County is ongoing, no arrests yet. That must have sent shockwaves through the community.
It really raises profound questions, doesn't it? About the impact on the community, its core ideals. This wasn't just a tragedy, it's a homicide within a space that relies so much on trust, openness, a kind of shared safety net. For an event built on radical inclusion, decommodification, it fundamentally challenges that perceived safety. We saw on Reddit forums burners actively trying to help the investigation, sharing photos, videos. That response shows deep concern, but also the clash between that utopian ideal and, well, reality. It definitely marks a before and after. Security's always been there, but balanced with freedom. This forces a really hard look at safety, trust, the limits of that community contract, a deep tension for its future.
Absolutely. A heavy note. So, yeah, looking back at Burning Man 2025, it really was charged with contrasts. A mirror to life itself, maybe, all the light and the shadows, the struggle, the wonder, the humor, birth, and then this deep tragedy. But still, it seems holding on to its identity as a space of transformation, pushing people.
Okay, so from the desert dust, let's transition to the dance floor. Because 2025 also gave us a huge musical moment, and in its own way, it also echoes these themes of transformation, resilience. I'm talking about Armin van Buuren and Adam Beyer collaborating on Techno Trance. And this isn't just some new track, right? It's a rework of an absolute classic, bridging genres, generations. It feels significant.
Oh, definitely. And connecting it back, this collab is way more than just a hit track. It's a powerful statement about how electronic music evolves, how it cycles. It shows the past isn't just something we look back on. It gets actively reinterpreted, remade for now. It proves that sounds don't really disappear. They just wait for their moment to be reimagined. It's like a conversation between eras. Right. And to really get the impact of this new version, we probably need to go back to the early 90s. D-Shake's original Techno Trance. Can you paint a picture of that sound? Why was it so groundbreaking back then?
Sure. The original D-Shake track from 1990, it was raw, really functional, and it was blurring lines before the lines were even fully drawn. You had that driving Roland TR-909, that punchy kick, the crisp claps, those metallic hats. Classic. But the melody was super simple, almost hypnotic, like a single synth line, maybe a Juno, doing this repetitive, almost primitive trance-like arpeggio. What made it stand out was that unpolished feel. It mixed early, gritty, Dutch techno elements with these subtle, rising arpeggios that hinted at trance euphoria. Back then, genres were fluid. D-Shake's track captured that exploration. It became this underground anthem in European raves, minimalist but hugely influential.
Okay, got it. So now jump forward 35 years, 2025. Armin van Buuren, Adam Beyer, they take that legacy, that core idea, and rework it with today's tools, preserving the hypnotic feel but adding, layers of depth, power, sophistication.
Exactly. Yeah. And what's really cool is you can clearly hear both of them in it, but it gels perfectly. Armin's trance mastery, it's in the huge atmospheres, the evolving melodies. You hear those big filter sweeps on the pads, the build and release tension, those lush supersaw sounds hinting at euphoria. Then Adam Beyer's side, unmistakable. That heavy, driving drum code groove. His signature kick drum hits you right in the chest.
Yeah.
The tight, precise percussion creates this intense rhythmic drive. Techno power. The result, it works everywhere. Huge festival main stage.
Yep.
Dark, sweaty club. Absolutely. It's like the perfect bridge between their two worlds, but elevated,
Yeah, that makes sense. And this release really does highlight that cyclical nature we talked about. Techno and trance started close in the 90s and kind of went their separate ways, right? Trance got more melodic, emotional. Techno often went darker, more minimal, rhythmic. And now with this track, it's like those two currents meet again, but evolved.
Precisely. And it's not just nostalgia, that's the key thing. It's not just repeating the past, it's reimagining it with current sounds. Cleaner synths, deeper bass, modern production techniques that D-Shake just didn't have. It's like history closing a loop, but starting a new, more complex one. We see this pattern all over electronic music, don't we? Disco feeding house, rave breaks, and drum and bass. This track is just a really potent reminder that genres aren't static. They breathe, borrow, reinvent, looking back and forward. Constant evolution.
So what's the takeaway then? What does this mean for the future sound? Its significance seems to be as this symbol of dialogue between past and present. A reminder that electronic music just keeps transforming its roots into something new. And it seems to appeal across the board. Trance fans get the melody plus techno power. Techno fans get expansion without losing the core drive. It's unifying.
I think ultimately both Burning Man 2025 with all its extremes and this Techno Trance rework,
They point to the same thing. They show how the unexpected, the cycles, and just the sheer power of human spirit and musical spirit keep changing things. Whether it's navigating a desert city's challenges or reshaping a classic sound, both show our capacity for resilience, for transformation, for innovation. Culture and sound are always shifting, always finding new ways to express that need for connection, for rhythm, even when facing the unknown.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. So, thinking about 2025, the playa, the dance floor, leads us to the question, doesn't it? In a world looking for both innovation and that connection to roots, how will these kinds of intense cultural expressions, a festival testing limits, a track bridging decades, how will they shape what comes next? Not just future events, but maybe how you, the listener, experience and take part in electronic music culture. What experiences, what sounds will define the next transformation? Something to think about. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the EMA podcast. Don't forget to follow us for more information and analysis about the world of electronic music. See you soon. And remember, turn the world into a dance floor.